Welcome back, everyone, to Pontos Fathom Hobbies. This is Season 20, Episode 5 of Tainted Grail. We are playing through the Last Night expansion. We've got Sloan and Dagon on the Twisted Pathways, working our way through Chapter 2. Let's get into gameplay. Okay, so jumping into Tainted Grail Last Night, Episode 5. We are on Chapter 2, Part 3. It says, take the wounded prisoner to the mangrove huddle is our task. Last round, we encountered what seems to be the Four-Dweller Reclaimer, and he's released his prisoner. So maybe this is our thumbnail. Here, the Four-Dweller Reclaimer. Nice thumbnail. So what we're going to do is we're going to take him back down to the mangrove huddle. That means we have to go by Menhir Meadow first. So we will have our team go ahead and move down. We will grab a random event card and we get good weather, so that's good. And we also will grab our next pack mule. It says, bye bye my hooved friend. In combat, discard all donkey cards in its model to escape from a combat encounter. Okay, so we can, if we have a combat encounter, we can discard that to save some points. So let's jump into the gameplay. First, we'll have a quick word from our sponsor, and then we'll do an encounter at the Menhir Meadow. Thanks a lot for watching. Pontos Fathom Hobbies is brought to you by the books that we produce. We've got the 6 volumes of August Moldenhauer and Giuseppe Balsamo's Cat journals out of Lovecraft's Providence, including the Hermeticism of Hastur, Genealogy of Cthulhu, Necromancy of Nyarlathotep, and also featuring our hardcover edition of the Cat journals. We've also got the 3 volumes of August Moldenhauer's Artificial Psychoanalysis Desiring Machines, also available in our hardcover edition. We've also got our podcast series featuring the Esoteric Saturn Mysteries, the Esoteric Dragon Mysteries, and also Alchemy and Anthroposophy in the Dune Saga, a deep dive into what makes Frank Herbert's Dune Saga resonate with us. We've got a special sponsor this month, Nereus Media, featuring Benson Magos' Flowing the Tears of the Flesh Android and the Trump trilogy ending in the God Emperor Trump. Finally, we've got our newest offering, The Alchemical Courtship in the Dreamlands, taking place in Lovecraft's Dreamlands. Each volume takes place in a different Lovecraft city. Aimless in the dream city of Cellophase, Hope's Home in iron-domed Dalathlene, Stubborn Devotions in Thrawn with the Temple of Hypnos. Check out the bookstore link, check out our Patreon. Now back to our gameplay. Okay, let's jump into our encounter here in the Menhir Meadow. This is Location 225. 225. Okay, so it says Twisted Pathways. Oh, sorry, that was Twisted Pathways. Menhir Meadow is 223. 223. If you don't have Dismay Part 8, Dismay Part 8, we don't have it. Read on. The first thing that catches your attention is a circle of statues covered in ice. People say that the Menhirs want to provide the island with protection from the weirdness. Nothing lies beyond except the pitch black void. If you don't have Mysteries and Visions Part 4 status, Mysteries and Visions Part 4, we have that. If there's a Four-Dweller model or time token at this location, go to verse 1. Otherwise, go to verse 5. If you have the Leaking Magic Secret card, add the number there to the roll. So, Leaking Magic Secret card. Okay, so we get a 5. We go to verse 1. We can search through the ruins. Search through the ruins. Verse 7. We did this already. The ruins collapsed badly. I think there's a basement over there. You got lost treasures. Okay, so we'll go ahead then and move on to the next round. We'll just take a food from each player. We'll restore health and energy. We still are in our deficit for exposure. Let's move our players down into the let's go to the Forbidden City, Forbidden Cage. We've not gone there yet. Forbidden Cage. That is 215. So 215, this will be a new encounter. Just double check the card here. Each party gains 1 magic and 1 terror once per day. So we can listen to the whispers, okay. So that's 215. The Forbidden Cage. Okay, a broken iron cage stands in the middle of an otherwise empty plain. The surrounding lands look much more interesting. To the south lies a cursed island, unreachable. Across the chasm and across the sea, a perilous ice floats. A vast chasm blocks the west, representing the gaping wound in the hearts of people failed by their heroes. Approach the cave, look into the vast chasm. Follow the clues, requires clues, part 8. We don't have that. Follow the blood trail, leave the expedition. So we can either do the approach the cave, approach the cage, or look into the chasm. You approach the chasm. You see fragments of ruined buildings in the walls and fissures. One of the many ledges, you notice broken stones holding a cup. Go back to the start of the location. Oh, is that like holding a cup like the men here? Like the men here, they're always holding the Grail cup. Let's just take a look at this Forbidden Cage image. It's pretty cool, right? So we've checked that out, but it's told us to go back to the beginning and pick another direction. Go back to the start of the location, make another choice. So we'll go back and do approach the cage. When you walk toward the cage, an unpleasant feeling flows over you, as if something terrible is going to happen. If you have one or more, yes, we have spirituality. We go to verse 8. The disgusting greasy smell of burnt hair and flesh fills your nostrils. You turn instinctively, looking for any source of flame, but the highland is cold and dead. If you have 2 or more, spirituality or courage, we've got 2 courage. Go to verse 2, okay? Go to verse 2. You stand in the front of bent bars. The snow-covered iron interior doesn't look appealing, but the awful smell of burning flesh has somehow faded. Or did you simply grow accustomed to it? Go into the cage or pay respects to the deceased. Let's go to the cage, verse 6. So we'll take this and we get a 5, 1. Go to the Book of Secrets. Let's see what we find. As you enter the cage, your surroundings suddenly change. You now stand beside a cage of wicker and steel filled with bleeding men and women. Knights wielding spears and axes force more people into the structure. Panic rises as the guards bar the exit and approach with burning torches. Only 5 prisoners stay calm and gesture for you to come closer. The druids are no more. No one protects the natural order, they say. Their faint voice is difficult to discern the tumult. Winter protected humanity from weirdness and prevented anything from truly dying. But it also broke the cycle of nature. You must travel to Moonring and restore it, so its power can oppose the winter's harsh grasp. They say something more, and your mind overflows with strange incantations, formulas, and images. Then you awaken near the cage, covered in fresh snow. If you don't have missions, part 3, each gain missions part 3. So missions part 3. Missions part 3. We also gain 1 experience. So we're going to cash in on some experience soon. New task. Go to Moonring and restore its former glory. Exploration ends. Okay, guys, I think that's going to do it for the round. So we will see you in round number 6. Thanks for watching. We'll do a quick fly out.